You. Okay, you all. Come in, hit the like, hit the share button, and let's get started with this live stream. I'm going quick and to the point. So first, I'm going to start off with the government shutdown. Government shutdown, right? That is scheduled for next year, right? Or that was kicked down. The can was kicked down the road for this to happen 2024 of next year. And I've always been telling people this is the perfect storm because this is why. With the Bitcoin ETF approval, expectancy date to happen January the 10th, with the Suez Canal, the Red Sea, the price of oil because of the cuts with OPEC that can then have a domino effect where the price of gas and groceries, because now with the Red Sea, because of the Middle East wars and tension and the Suez Canal not allowing ships to port through or pass through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, now although they can go around or go a different route, it would be more expensive. And the more expensive it is to deliver oil, the more expensive, right, the oil will be. So, with this coming in, government shutdown possibility for January the 19th, and then again on February 2nd, doesn't this seem like the perfect scenario, the perfect storm to bring in digital currency? Because the United States is too far in debt to pay off the debt, over $33 trillion of debt in this old monetary system. So what do you do when our old monetary system has gone way beyond control to the point, right? And I want you to ask yourself, what would you do? What would you do to the point that you cannot pay it off? Well, you do what any other person would do. You file bankruptcy on the debt, right? You give yourself a restart or a reboot. And that's what the United States is going to do. Simply file bankruptcy on the debt, uh, go away with this old currency system. This is as simple as I can explain it, and bring in a new currency system. And so I was reflecting back on during the 1930s, the last Great Depression that we saw, and we will see another Great Depression heading into this. But in 1930, well, I take that back. We didn't see it. That we can read about and study, right? The last Great Depression of 1930s and 33, this is what happened. The government made it illegal for citizens to own real money. Most people have worked all of their lives and never held real money in their hand. They made it illegal for citizens to own gold. And gold and silver is still real money. Real money is calculated by the weight, by the ounces, not by the numbers or the digits as we have serial numbers on our dollar. And so what the government did to the American people during that time said, okay, either you give us your gold, turn in that money, or you have and or 10 years in jail or a $10,000 fine. Now I'm also now 2024 looking at the same scenario but with XRP. But with XRP. This is what would happen. When citizens in 1933 and 30s Great Depression had to turn in their real gold, the government did give them fake money in return. They gave them cash back in return for that. They gave them cash, right? They gave them cash. So it's not like they just turned in the real money and they didn't have anything. The government compensated them with paper, fiat printed money for the money that weighs versus the money that's weightless. So they did get compensated with cash. Likewise, this is what's going to happen with XRP. The federal government is going to take over the XRP to run its central bank. digital currency system, better known as CBDCs. And people that have XRP right now, which is about 60 cents, before it hit its all time 3 digit or 4 digit number, even though it's not going to be illegal, excuse me, or I hope it won't be illegal to own XRP, as it was illegal to own gold. But people are just going to sell because the economy is going to be so bad that they're going to need to sell for less than 3 or 4 digit or even 5 digit future price. They're not going to be able to hold their loan because of their financial situations or because of their financial IQ, right? Either or, right? And so 1933 will repeat itself again, but just, history repeat itself, but it often not the same way. It often rhymes. That means just have just a little twist of a difference in it. And so the government is going to offer their central bank digital currency again, like they offer cash to people that cash out and sell their XRP. And then when most everyday common people, retail investors have sold their XRP, what's going to happen is just like you are, and excuse me for clearing my throat, I said throat, right? I've been having hoarseness, laryngitis issues for almost 2-3 weeks. But what's going to happen, just like when people, even though they were, in my opinion, forced to give up the real money, the gold, during the Great Depression, because they made it illegal. And I'm not saying the government will make it illegal for people to hold XRP, but you never know with the government. When it gets to a certain price, most people will cash out. They'll convert. They'll get the central bank's digital money. They'll get the government's currency system again. And they're going to lose out on great wealth. But, people have to do what people have to do, right? And then after most people have sold or converted their XRP to central bank's digital currency, the government's financial system, just like they did gold in the 1930s. After most citizens turned in their gold, some people just dug it in their backyard, right? They were smart. The price of gold spiked up 3 times as much. I see this is going to happen in 2024. And gold and silver will be used to reset the currency system. Now, this is why I say or state that this will be the perfect storm, because the government shutdown in January looms as Congress looks to head home. Now, when this government shutdown happens in a couple of days, and unfortunately people that's not studying the economy are just going out spending their money on Christmas gifts. I firmly believe they did not want the government shutdown to happen in November because they wanted consumers, they wanted people to go out and spend their money for the holidays like people are doing now. So they didn't want to crash the economy then, right? But after they've taken your money, okay, game on. So with the federal financing deadline looming in the new year, time 2024 is running out for Congress to avert a government shutdown. As House Republicans they're heading home right now for the holidays. Attempt to renegotiate a financing deal reached months ago with the Biden administration. Now, you also know that the Senate is also discussing and looking for impeachment. This government shutdown the can was kicked down the road. It was just, set up for a different date. What they agreed upon November, it expires January the 19th. And so the money for the rest of the government will run out shortly after January 19th of 2024 and on February the 2nd as well. Now, as of today, December the 8th, is it 19th, the Congress have not agreed on how to pass a full year spending bills on temporary funding. This is the thing, you all. When they come back into session in January, because they're on vacation now, they're gone for the holidays. When they come back for January, it's going to give them 6 days to make six. 6 is the number of man. 6 is the number of man's intellect. 6 is the number that things were made in nature, right, without the spiritual component of the 7th day, the Sabbath day. So 6 days they will have, because the House will not return until January the 9th. Well, I'll take that back. It'll be 8 legislative days. So 8 legislative days to pass trillions of dollars of spending through both chambers. Now, although the Senate will remain in session until the beginning of next week, but that's to just appoint and confirm member of judges and military appointees to allow the lawmakers to continue to negotiate on aid of Ukraine and Israel border security. So that's going to happen until next week. But this is different from 2024 spending. So they're not even focused on 2024. And so they will meet again January the 9th and just 8 legislative days to pass this. Now, I'm not saying they can't prolong it again, kick it down the road. However, the funding for military, veterans, agriculture, food, Medicare, Medicaid, transportation, housing, urban development departments, that's almost 20% of government runs out January the 19th. So on February the 2nd, financing for state, defense, commerce, labor, health, and human services and other things will expire then. Now, with the Bitcoin ETF, the big crypto news, and all of this news that's coming about crypto, including XRP partnering with MasterCard that was released today, things going on with meme coins and specific Shiba Inu that's going on with the Shiba Inu burns that's happening. And Justin Sun, if you all don't know who Justin Sun is, he is the founder of Tron Crypto, right? Justin Sun. So with all of this going on and Ripple, again, XRP, well, technically Ripple, according to this article, partnered with MasterCard. In fact, a crypto analyst, and I did a short video on that, said that in 2 weeks, we might see a $5.50 XRP. Now, we know XRP digitally is what gold was to the government in 1930s. XRP is, and the federal banks, XRP is and will be going into 2024 moving forward. So MasterCard announced a partnership with Ripple, the collaboration on several innovative initiatives, and MasterCard has chosen Ripple as the partner to explore and capture the expanding market listing. And I'm not sure if you all can see this, but I have the arrow pointing under it for central bank digital currencies. Right? It clearly states that this partnership is part of MasterCard's broader strategy to capitalize on the growing interest of CBDC. So people have an opportunity to get this powerful crypto right now for under $1, for pennies on $1. Will they take advantage of it? I don't know. And that's why I changed my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to it, please subscribe to Chosen Ones in reference to Matthew 22. That many are called, few are chosen. If you read that in its entirety, you will see that people were invited to feast at the wedding with the king and they rejected the invitation. It wasn't because they had some special gift or, as the church world would say, anointing on their life. That was not it. They were invited and they rejected. They didn't see the value of importance, just like a lot of people listen to my live stream now. They're rejecting the invite to put a dying cash system that's going to be de-dollarized, devalued into the new currency system. It's like getting into Amazon before Amazon became Amazon for under $1. Before we knew what www and an online world wide web, Amazon, where most people do most of their shopping and essential item purchases from, right? And so it's like getting in Twitter, social media before it became Twitter, also known as X. And so the partnership between Ripple and MasterCard is the growing integration, you all, of blockchain technology into the mainstream finance. Blockchain technology. So XRP gains through partnerships with innovative tokenomics, right? And you all, I'm just saying, people watching this and not taking action are going to look back and be like, I wish I would have, right, got into this new world economic system sooner, because this current economy is going to be so bad. D. Wow says MasterCard also partnered with Hedera Hashgraph as well. I haven't looked that up, but thank you for sharing it. So now, Justin's son, as I told you all, he is the Tron, if you see on the t-shirt, TRON, crypto. So this man is not also rich. He's developed his own cryptocurrency token, and he purchased $500 billion worth of sheep. He's the founder of Tron. And so 500 billion, right? And the question is, why did he remove his Shiba Inu, 577 billion to be exact, off of Binance, the world's largest blockchain, or exchange rather, exchange. And so when asked, and on X, also known as Twitter, why did he remove this amount at this time? There's two scenarios, two maybe reasons why, right? That 500 billion sheep transfer took place the first time. There's never been a transfer of sheep. And again, he's the founder of Tron, so he knows definitely about crypto. And he decided to put this much into Shiba Inu. I've heard that success leaves clues, right? So the first scenario was maybe that he wanted to burn Shiba Inu. Burning means taking so many sheep out of the supply, supply and demand. Again, just like the U.S. government did with gold. They took it out of the hands of the citizen. It reduced the circulating supply, right? And the economic system. The government had control of it. Then they, increased the pricing on it. So when you burn tokens, you take them out of supply, of availability, right? The least something is available, the more valuable it becomes, right? According to its functionality. So the first thing was to help Sheeb team members burn meme coins. If, one of the things that he could say is that, hey, I'm going to take these out. I'm going to sell them, right? Because it's such a large amount. And that'll help take some out of the circulation, exchange, and it will increase the value. But I don't think that's it, because multimillionaires, billionaires don't think that way. That's a loss for him. Now, the second scenario, which I think sounds more accurate, is that Justin's son intends to build a bridge from Tron to Shibarium. Shibarium is automatically processed that help burn millions, multiple millions, and billions of Shiba Inu tokens. So in this case, if this is the scenario where he intends to build a bridge from Tron to Shibarium, they would need a large number of sheep, right? So I think that's what's about to happen. Also, we know that she is burning more tokens now more than ever. So, Justice Sun had 5.2 million. That's how much the 500 plus billion of Shiba Inu were worth, 5.2 million. And then he also has a second address with 77 billion Shiba Inu that were worth $810,000 from Binance. And so if he's going to build a big bridge with Tron and Shibarium to help take these sheep off the market, he would need that amount of sheep. So I think that's right. And so also Stellar XRP, which would be the cures, the people's currency, right? The people currency, and all of the X's that's here, the XDC. You all make these major cryptos. Again, I don't give financial advice, right? But these major cryptos, because we do know Shiba Inu is a meme coin, right? But Shiba Inu has been making, with Busta Rhymes and Taylor Swift, they have been making efforts to become needed in this new world economic system. Now, or this new economic system. And speaking of meme coin, let me see if I can pull this up. I purchased some Doge Wi-Fi hat meme coins today. I just did. Well, I won't say I just did. I did it because it is on a Solana network. I do have Bonk as well, but Solana is definitely expected to make big gains. And I looked at getting in on those memes. Hey, just getting in at really, really low where hundreds can turn into six figures. So Doge and Shiba, oh, this is 2 days ago. In Solana, meet the new meme coins, Doge with hat. I got some Doge with hat today. And Shiba with hat, WIF, WIF. Now, I did not get the Shiba of Solana. I did get did I? I don't know. I got the Doge of Solana. I take it back. I did not get the Shiba of Solana. I got the Doge. But I do like that Shiba is connected. And the counterpart is Shiba. And so, with this being said, you all, when this new world economic system comes in, people are losing jobs and layoffs and things of that nature. People are going to look at cryptocurrencies that are exciting, that are, again, pennies on a dollar, where they can take hundreds and possibly, right, and possibly get a six or even seven figures. These memes provide liquidity. They're going to provide the NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and things like that. And they have just captured the imagination of people that are crypto enthusiasts just worldwide, right? And so with these Solana blockchain, again, Solana is like $70 versus getting these at 0.000 fraction of a penny. I just went ahead and put a couple hundreds in there, right, and let it do what it do. Also, I'm very big on Casper because of it's going to be, in my opinion, the mothership of Bitcoin, right? The mothership of Bitcoin. So I am definitely big on Casper. And whenever I see that, it's at like 10 cents now, right? Whenever I see that go into the red, I just get more of the dip as well, because of its uniqueness, right? It's proof of work, and it provides ghost dag. Like, that's like unlike traditional blockchain, right? Ghost dag is like, it's not like traditional blockchain is on a DAG network. And right now the price is like 11 cents, right? And so it allows untraditional, or it allows the coexistence together that makes Casper a block DAG. And it remains high blocks and minimal confirmation times, because Bitcoin is very slow to move. It cannot be used as currency. It is a store of value, just like gold is. And this is why I tell people tell me sometimes that are poor working class or middle class, they're making 5 or 6 figures a year before taxes. Well, I'm just dollaring cost averaging into Bitcoin. Well, that's not going to be enough, because Bitcoin is at $42,000. Even if it reaches 100K, that's only a 2x return. So you want to, in my opinion, get more bang for your buck, and get a higher interest return on that cash, that depreciating financial system. Now, the market is in the red today. They got Bonk on sale for 17%. So we're going to just call this a red Christmas sale. I like how they have the Christmas, the Santa hats on there. That's cool. Things like Beam, FTS token is in the green, right? And I think mobile was up yesterday. I don't see it on here. Mobile was doing good yesterday. It's that 5G technology. And people, I just, you know, get it on red, because for the week, Bunk is up 61%. So nothing just continues to go higher and higher, right? Nothing continues. This is helium at under $10, up 97% on the day. So just things like that. And speaking of gains and real world commodity back crypto, I saw this post today on Facebook that most people would rather be in cash, but I would rather be in debt, right? DEBT. Most people rather be in cash, but I'd rather be in debt. And I'm talking about debt in the form of crypto. But debt in the form of cash is not too bad either if you use it for assets. Because why? Because money that's used as debt, used to purchase assets, is not taxed. Your cash is taxed. You don't believe it? Look at your paycheck. You're taxed while you're making the money every pay period, and then you're taxed again at the end of the year when that W-2 comes in, and then you're taxed again when you spend the cash. So that's why your cash should always be working for you to create employees or more cash. Your cash should have a job. And have you all ever heard the saying of pay yourself first? Most people, they believe that means that after I get paid, right, that I find a way to put a little money to the side for me. That's not the way I interpret to pay yourself first. The way I interpret to pay myself first is to first let the deduction of the Fed taxes come out of my earned income money come back to me first, versus giving a high amount to the Fed. And this is called income shifting. This is adding a home-based business, and you can visit my website, millimoves.com, because most people don't have enough money left over at the end of the month to invest. Let me say that again for people in the nosebleed seats, for people in the back row. Most people don't have enough money at the end of the month to invest. They just don't. And they're saying I'm dollar cost averaging, but that may be $50 a week. And you all, those hundreds into 6 to 7 figures, they come few and far between. That's like the American dream. Most people don't see that because they're not insiders. And most people that are insiders are the only ones that know how and that are, get these cryptos before they're listed on major exchanges, know how to take hundreds or thousands and make it into months or millions. Everybody else is just sold a dream. So then we have the debt token. I'm about to end this live stream because my voice is. So we're going to end this live stream. But then we have the debt token in crypto that alone, let me show you all this. So if you need to pay yourself first so you can have more money to invest, visit Millie Moves and get with some experts, CPAs, certified financial experts. And then, having that money shift to you does not mean that you are owe back taxes if you do it the correct way, where you bringing back home more of your take-home pay. But the debt box, the DEBT, decentralized eco blockchain technology, crypto for the week is up 58%. For the week, I've been up thousands. For today, it's up 16%. Bitcoin have only seen a 2 to 5% growth. So this is why when people tell me things like, well, I'm dollar cost averaging to Bitcoin, you don't get it. Multimillionaires or people that have become rich out of Bitcoin are not dollar cost averaging. Excuse me, they're telling you to do that, but that's not what they do. That's not what they do. They tell everyday people to do that. And everyday people do that, and they're not going to take a couple of hundreds of dollars, even thousands, to get multiple thousands. And why? Because Bitcoin is 42,000. I mean, if you was getting in at 400 or 3,000 or 4,000, like I was saying in 2018 to get in with Bitcoins at 3,000, then you have that turn, that opportunity. But you got to get in low, not just buy the dip. Because see, right now you can look at Bitcoin that's down 1 to 2%, and you can say that's the dip. It's about getting in low. ADA is going to do big things as well. Cardano. We're still looking at Doge at December 23rd is expected to place a physical Doge coin on the moon. Shiba is expected to be listed on a major exchange tomorrow in Japan. We will see if that will affect that the US dollar price. Shiba Inu as well. You got ICP, things like that. Atom, Link, the Oracle, right, at $14. So Crow, I believe, going to do big gains as well. So you have a lot of cryptos that can help you grow your money so you can have more money to put in Bitcoin. But first, you need to grow your money out your paycheck. I was on a Zoom today listening to them discuss the richest man in Babylon. He paid himself first, the way you pay yourself first, because you get federal taxes. In some cases, depends on where you live. If you live in Texas and Florida, you don't have these issues. But if you live in any other states, you get state taxes taken out. You get medical expenses, health insurance, life insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance, accidental insurance, cancer insurance. You pay 10 people first out your paycheck. And you talking about paying yourself first. You don't know how to do that. Some people talk the talk, but they don't know how to walk the walk. They just say lingo. I pay myself 10 cents out of my paycheck. Well, you only got 60 to 70% left. How about stop taking that big chunk that's going to the Fed anyway, that's overtaxing you, and reducing that tax liability through strategy? So because I'm getting all excited and I don't want my voice to strain or stress anymore, I'm going to end this live stream. So if you want to know how to shift that money back to you versus giving it to the federal government, so you can increase your take-home pay every pay period, so you can either pay off bad debts or have enough money to invest. Visit the website, millermoves.com. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Dee and Judith, for coming in and saying hello. You all have a great remaining rest of your night. Queen out.